says, get the fuck up, throw your hands in the sky. The brothers in the back shooting trash now, what's up? Committee pity the fool that act shitty in the midst of the calm, the witty. New Jerusalem, get the fuck up. Shaolin, get the fuck up. Long Isle, get the fuck up. Worldwide, get the fuck up.
Kind of like just talking, and all of a sudden we just started to geek out into a real serious geekgasm, you know? Where
Geektasm?
hey, that's a good fact.
Is this going to deal more with Superman coming to Earth and staying with it for a little bit, with the way it starts? At the start of the Donner film, the first 40 minutes of the Donner film was like... And they're my favourite 40 minutes. I don't like it when he gets to Metropolis and stuff. I'd rather him how he became... Well, Evil did it,
but see, that's what's interesting is that, like, because we don't know too much about it, but what it looks like
he seems to just wake. He's in this bloody.
There was a graphic novel called Superman in Exile, and actually, what it looks like from the trailers, what it looks like is about. Like how Superman has to come to terms with being an alien.
That's what I'm going to be playing of that.
So it's about him actually traveling the world to kind of like figure out who he's going to be.
Dave Goy, the writer, one of the co-writers, and Chris Nolan and Zack Snyder have all come out and said that their basic kind of motivation for the story wasn't so much that, oh well, here comes Superman, save the day. It's the case of here is an alien arriving on Earth and its first contact. How do we, as a human race, deal with that and all the baggage that comes with it? Because in theory, on paper, that would be the single biggest moment in human history. And that's something, you know, in every other movie, other movie, you know, with Superman movie, he's a guy, oh, I'm from Krypton, and people go, oh really?
Go, but the thing about it is, what I'm hoping they don't do is that they relegate it to the third act. You know, like, it's in the third act that he puts on the costume. That's what I'm hoping they don't do. Because, like, when you have...
I got no problem.
No, I know you wouldn't mind it, but what I'm trying to say is that, like, because of the...
Does that make your mouth water for the next film?
Because of the Kandorian aspect, you know, Zod and all those guys, I want to see him fighting. You know, I like the idea that he's an alien, they don't know how to deal with it, like you just said, and everything. I'd rather that be more of a second act. And then, all of a sudden, here comes these Kandorians following him, and then they realize, hey, the only one that can stop these other super aliens is this guy we got locked up in lockdown. You know what I mean? You know, so that's how I see it, really, is the fact that it's a second act as opposed to a slow act.
It's not so much the slow burning thing. I think it's all about whether the story's strong enough. And what tends to happen in these days, with a lot of, say, the origin stories.
The potential for the story is there.
The origin stories. Really, what annoys me is a lot of these movies these days is the fact that they just want to, well, people just want to see you in a costume. People want to see you change.
Yeah, well.
They just want to do that. And it's like, well, hold on. It shouldn't matter how long it takes as long as the story engages us.
No. Let's go back to Avengers Assemble, because this is what it's all about. It's the fact that, look, we don't need to know Superman's origin. I mean, I'm kind of glad that Kevin Costner's got a job here. You know what I mean? But we don't need to see Superman grow up under Jonathan Kent's tutelage. What I only like about that scene is the fact that as Superboy, he saves the school bus. And what it sounds like, what happens from the trailer, because they gave everything away, but from the trailer, it sounds like his dad says, look, man, people recognize you. You got to go off. And I think what he does then is he goes off, scours the world like Christ did. You know what I mean? 12 years later, comes back as a bearded adult going, I still don't know who I am. Mom and dad has died now.
But I'm a Superman.
Well, am I? He doesn't know, because when he's in that jail cell, he's not Superman. And that's where Lois Lane is like saying, what should we call you? My name's Kal-El. What's that S? It means hope.
Sammy.
All right, we'll call you Sam then.
My name's Steve.
Yeah, my name's Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, the S means Steve.
Steve, man.
No, he should just be like,
my dad had a K on his chest.
My dad's Kenny.
It's Susan. Shut up.
Yeah.
No, but, you know, either way, I think we're going to be, you know, like, thrilled by it. I love the soundtrack. I mean, and
who's scoring?
Well, wackingly enough, it's Chris Nolan's producing, so Hans Zimmer playing the Hans Zimmer theme.
No, that's not Hans Zimmer. You know the Superman theme you talking about?
They're not playing the John Williams.
No, it's not John Williams. It's a whole new theme. It's amazing. It's not Hans Zimmer.
It is Hans Zimmer because he was saying he read an interview about a week or two ago, and he was saying how it's the biggest challenge he's ever had to face was coming up with a brand new theme and not to have the echo of John Williams.
You can't get away from that.
No, but it's not. Have you heard it?
I haven't heard it.
Oh my God! You would love. I'm gonna send it to you because it's just awesome.
But you don't know who it is. You don't know.
I don't know who it is
It might
because
be Hans Zimmer
it's one of those. It's one of those kind of like concerto number 5 kind of things.
Is it a classical style score then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But then again, you could say
you're gonna love me.
it's like for those who bemoan Danny Elfman for constantly repeating himself. Listen to his Hulk score. For Ang Lee is because Ang Lee said to him, I want Danny Elfman, but I don't want a Danny Elfman score. And it's I think it's the best
But
score.
you would love the score. It's very moving, it's in the first teaser trailer. The score, and you get a piece of it, but there's music from Lord of the Rings in the first teaser. Well,
how it's
it feels like Lord of the Rings.
No, it is. It's how it's yours. It's from Lord of the Rings. Because one's opening.
Okay. All right. If it is, it is.
They should have done what every trailer should do, and I did do for a while in the 90s, and use Dragon, the Brooklyn Story.
They did.
To this day, but I'm still doing my quiz. And if I sometimes in the music round play the Dragon theme, people will still put down things like Forrest Gump. People always relate it to Forrest Gump.
My mama. Randy Elman's in every bloody
Randy
trailer. That's
Randy.
Randy.
So anyway, bringing it down to the end, and Colin's probably thankful. Can we talk in the DC aspect? Because we spend a lot of time in Marvel. But can we talk in the DC aspect about the tragedy?
DC Spider-Man.
No. About the tragedy.
Is that what they know?
Spider-Man's Marvel.
Okay. Sorry.
Can we talk about the tragedy of Justice League?
Well, there's light at that, potentially light at the end of that tunnel regarding Justice League.
Well, say something different than everybody else is saying.
Okay, about a month or so ago, a while ago, the word got out that not only are Warner Brothers very, very happy with the Man of Steel and Chris Nolan's work as producer.
Oh, wow, because they've seen
they have seen various rough cuts, and they are using the words, and it's an expression I cannot stand. Game changer.
It is a game. It is supposed to be a game changer.
But the point is they are so happy that they are giving the keys to the kingdom regarding the DC universe to Chris Nolan to oversee.
Well, that would be amazing.
Okay, and they are hoping to revive this long gestating Justice League idea. They have to, because they have to. But the point is, what do you think they will do with the Easter egg after credit sequence in Man of Steel? Well, if there is one, so because
Well, every superhero film has to have one.
Well, not necessarily, but anyway. But they have said
if they don't have one,
Warner's
people
have
will
said
riot.
they would rather do the Marvel approach in reverse by having the Man of Steel followed by Justice League, and then from Justice League as a starting point for various spin-off movies. And fundamentally, it's a way of introducing a new Batman, because it will be.
Are you not in agreement of Gordon Levitt or?
No, that's gone. No. That's gone. That's gone.
At the end of Dark Knight Rises.
No. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. They need to start. They need to wipe. If they're wiping the slate clean, they need to start again. You need a new Batman and also a Wonder Woman. And because Wonder Woman is the single.
But that's very difficult. Wonder Woman over the years have been very difficult to create.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
The ideal casting, that boat was sailed and gone, and no offense to Lucy, but you're just too damn old, girl.
Lucy Lawless,
who...
That was ideal.
That would have been ideal 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But, she does a great work as Wonder Woman, by the way, for Justice League New Frontier. That's Lucy Lawless.
Yeah. No.
But anyway, the point is, that's the big starting point. And apparently
she could be the mother.
There are going to be little Easter eggs throughout Man of Steel, if we're very lucky, that would allude to a bigger picture.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. You're talking about this movie.
Setting the movie within the DC universe.
That's what I'm saying.
Whereas everything else before has been in the standalone movies.
Yes.
And they have to, because in theory and on paper, they've got
to see the success of Marvel.
Exactly, they have to.
Well, they have. But the point is, they have. But the point is, has Christopher and Zach tapped into it? That's what we don't know.
I think Chris knows what he's doing.
Yeah, well, no, but I'm just trying to say is that's what we're hoping. That's what we don't know.
But the biggest key difference...
We only see the key big sex sequence.
The key difference between the Marvel movies and the DC movies is essentially all the DC characters are owned by one company, and that's happens to be Warner Brothers. Whereas Marvel, despite Marvel's success in other areas,
all the characters
still, not all the characters are still, Fox will not be giving up X-Men anytime soon. No. They won't be giving up. Sony definitely won't be giving up Spider-Man anytime soon because they make too much money. Little twist. The rights have gone back to Marvel for Daredevil.
Now, not then.
Not then. Now. So. But DC potentially could set up their own multi-franchises.
They could.
All the money going to one place.
Will they is the point. They could.
What they should do. Concentrate, and this is me saying this in whatever year we film this.
2019 when I'm
Why are you going years? I really,
they should concentrate on making a damn good story with characters we give a damn about. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter which character, whether it's Dazzler or whatever. Make a good story. Okay, not just a whole bunch of set pieces with this piece,
but see, look. All they need to do is they're in the police station. Barry Allen walks by. You know what I mean? There's a newspaper article or a club opening. Bruce Wayne's car is outside. That kind of thing. I mean, not the Batmobile, just Bruce Wayne's car outside. What I'm just trying to say is setting things into a universe. That's all they need to do is allude to. It doesn't cost them anything. If all the characters, like you just said, which is very important, if all the characters are owned by the same company, they can very easily do
and don't do what so many of these movies. The biggest mistake is made is they don't respect the character.
Yeah,
they are actually. If anything, they are embarrassed by it. All the elements that made us interested in these characters in the first place. It doesn't matter who it is, whether it's Green Arrow, Dennis the Menace. It just with respect.
Can I do a side point? Is anybody watching Arrow?
I've given up because I've given up and I'm gonna wait for the sets.
Roy Harper's in there now.
Let's say about Superman. Superman's gonna make $1 billion.
Yeah.
That's a certainty. So worldwide, it's gonna make $1 billion.
Yeah.
So they've got to. And they've got to compete with Marvel for it. They've got to.
I just think
but there's no way. I'm just saying reason why they keep talking about Justice League's not happening is one is because Wonder Woman can't get off the ground, and two because Ryan Reynolds messed over Green Lantern. So it's kind of like, do we do another Green Lantern? Do we bring Ryan Reynolds back? Ryan Reynolds wants to do Deadpool.
Do we do another Green Hornet?
Please no. But like the whole thing about it. John Gordon-Levitt, whatever, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, nobody wants him to be Batman. So it's kind of like, all the different misfires that they've made, that's what's actually hampering the whole...
Go online and try, folks. Go online and track down the Justice League script that George Miller was attached to and came that close to start shooting.
Yeah.
It is atrocious. It is awful. The only good thing I loved about it, the only thing about the old Justice League movie that got me genuinely excited was 2 pieces of casting. And that was Common as John Stewart, the Green Lantern. Just thought that's pretty good casting. He looks the part at least. And I forget his name, but the guy who played the toe cutter was cast in Mad Max as John Jones. And I thought, man,
See, the problem is I think they always get the John Jones thing wrong.
Yeah.
Because like if you look at New Frontier as we talked about. Dude, John Jones is a freaking alien, man.
Yeah.
And he can transform into anybody. Like he can transform into Colin, and we will accept it. But what you just said, that I didn't pick up on. That is actually interesting. Is that they don't need to worry about Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds has already ruined and killed Hal Jordan. But they can actually do a John Stewart version of Green Lantern very easily. I never thought about that.
John Stewart, it could be Kyle Rayner, it could be any...
Kyle Rayner, fucking hell, yeah, they can actually do that. I mean, or Guy Gardner, all that kind of stuff. why didn't I think about that? That actually solves. That actually solves the whole issue.
That's
there.
why I'm a genius, folks.
That's
why they pay me the billions.
Because Mark Strong did a really good job as Sinestro.
Sinestro, yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's a big
and they set up, you know, Sinestro in the Gold Lantern, with the Yellow Lanterns. Yeah. So like the whole thing about it is, if you think about it, they could go the route of Avengers Assemble.
I think it's very dangerous.
Look, people, hold on for a second. My mind is turning. They could go the route of Avengers Assemble by doing a Sinestro Corps as the bad guys for Justice League.
Justice, possibly, yeah. Could do. You heard it here first, folks.
Give it up. I said it. Go ahead, touch. I said it. I mean, no, they could do that because that could work. Because we've seen it at the end of Green Lantern. We've seen it I'm talking about public consciousness here. We've seen it at the end of Green Lantern.
I think at this point it's unconsciousness, but look.
Can I say public consciousness is still going in 2012? We've gone back in time now.
I'm not talking. I'm just saying that. I mean, it takes some people 2 years to write a script. What I mean is the fact that we can actually see that working. I can see it working.
Well,
I can see it working.
Get on that keyboard and rattle those pots and pans.
Do it.
Yeah, right.
Fan scripts.
So now we know what it feels like when Colin doesn't say anything. You know, how he saps the energy out of the small screen, you know, with his lack of knowledge on what he considers film. Making all those hand signals like I can't see them. That's what it's all about. So, I mean, because I actually hope to put this online with the geeks of the Comic Vine universe, that's why I felt that we should actually do a superhero thing.
Why didn't anyone do a new superhero film?
What do you mean a new one?
An original one. But they do movies like that, but they tend to be...
Like what? Condor Man?
You know, La Man?
Or Super. Super's a great movie.
Super's a really good film.
Super is not that bad, even though it was kind of cringeworthy with the sex scene. What's the name?
I was cringing at the...
it was kind of really... It was serious.
The scene with the cube in the lineup.
What?
That's like, the scene where the guy's obnoxious in the queue, so just beat the shit out of him. Shut up, Brian!
Shut up, Brian! You didn't mention Kick-Ass too.
I'm sorry, Kick-Ass 2. Hey,
no, Kick-Ass I liked.
Kick-Ass, first of all, was great. The trailer for Kick-Ass 2 really looks awesome. Now, only thing I'm kind of upset about is it's been about like 2 or 3 years and Chloe Moretz is growing. So
she's 47 now.
Yeah, she's 47. And she can't, so she's not the little kid girl that,
Why did you like little girls playing superheroes?
Do I look like Jimmy Savile? What I'm trying to say
Now then.
No, I'm just trying to say is that for the comic fan, Kick-Ass is about to do Kick-Ass 3 in the comics. Mark Miller's fantastic series. What he did was he did Kick-Ass, then he did Kick-Ass 2, which is what Kick-Ass 2 is based on. Then he did Hit Girl, the series, which happens between Kick-Ass 1 and 2. Right? So now, reason why Aaron Johnson is so buff
is because these up a little bit.
No, well, Hit Girl Hit Girl goes to train Kick-Ass so that way he can fight better and everything like that. And then, so the comic book Kick-Ass 2 came out, which I read, which is fantastic. Jim Carrey is excellent casting, by the way. And then there's the new comic Kick-Ass 3 coming out. So, but I'm talking about the age thing because she's a little bit taller now because she's growing.
You say
so it had nothing to do with like anything else.
You recasted it.
No, you can't recast her.
Exactly.
But you have to have shot a little bit sooner than 3 or 4 years.
That's easy said than done. But also, when whether it's in comics or animation or whatever, you got the beauty of the characters never aging or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly.
The Simpsons TV show, which is in its
117.
We're not talking about 117 year, exactly, but still not,
Yeah. Well, but this is what they did with the Harry Potter series. I mean, like what you do is you recognize that I have a series that involves kids. And they're going to age.
They just filmed it quite quickly that it was.
That's what I just said.
But the big difference
they realize that these kids are going to grow. So let's just forget the hiatus.
But you also know you will make enough money.
Yeah.
Before any frame was
made. But most of these films sign people to nine picture deals. Like Mark Ruffalo's got a 9-picture deal for the Hulk, even though they're not really sure what they're going to actually do with that. I know. What were you going to say? Your rumor about World War Hulk?
No. I'm going to say nothing.
It's not true, though.
I'm not saying a single
It's not happening.
I'm not saying.
I'm
See,
telling
already
you,
you made your own mind up about what I'm thinking about.
You're thinking about World War Hulk.
See, I'm not going to say
Planet
one or the
Hulk?
other. I'm not going to say
It's not gonna
one
happen.
way or the other.
I'm telling you, it's not happening.
I didn't say.
It's
You're
not
the
happening.
only one saying all this. And
Well,
I'm
what are
just
you
going,
saying?
We'll
But
see.
you see how you're sitting on something? He's saying.
I'm sitting on
It's not
something.
happening. It's not happening.
I'm sitting on
It's not
something.
happening.
I am so sitting on something. And it hurts, actually. Ow. But anyway.
I've enjoyed this.